Now in question number 5, they are giving us a set A which is equal to 5. So how many elements does power set of A will have? So 5 means what? What is the order of the set? How many elements are there in this set? They will say this is 0. 5 means what? This is a null set. So how many elements will be there inside this set? They will say this is 0. The order of A or the cardinality of A is basically what? 0. So based on this, how many elements will be there in the power set of A? That means he is asking n of power set of A. So this is how much? You will say this is 2 to the power n. So what is n? 0. So 2 to the power 0, that is 1. Am I clear? That means what is that single set that we are talking about? That is nothing but 5. As we have read in our previous lecture, in the power sets lecture, that we have seen that means 5 is a subset of each and every set. So that is the only subset which this particular set will have. Clear? Now question number 6, write down the following as intervals. So in interval form you need to write down. Question number 6 I am writing down over here. The first one, x belongs to reals and x's value lies between -4 to 6. So -4 to 6 it is there. 6 they are saying including 6. So there should be a closed bracket and -4 is excluded. So we will put a open bracket over here. If you remember the intervals, you see the video of intervals. If you are having confusion, see the video of intervals and then you will be able to understand what I have done over here. Clear? So similarly the next part, second part, this is -12 to -10. So this is -12 open because -12 is not included. -10 is also not included. So -12 to -10. This is how we will do it. So 6 rest of the question are also same. Question number 7, write the following intervals in set builder form. So you will write it down in set builder form just like question number 6. The way question number 6 is written, you need to write down in that form only. I think you all will be able to do. Now there is one small topic which is left, known as universal set. Fine. Now what is universal set? Universal set is said to be a kind of a set which comprises of all the given sets which is given, of all the sets which is given in the particular scenario. Suppose a scenario is given to you. Now first of all you need to understand that a scenario must be given to you. If a scenario is not given, then in that case defining the universal set becomes very much difficult for us. I am not saying that it cannot be defined. Fine, I am not saying this is impossible, but I am telling you that this becomes difficult. So otherwise what I would say that universal set is a kind of a set. For that means before defining the universal set, first of all try to identify all the types of all the kinds of sets which are given to you. Now think about a type of set which can comprise all the sets which are given to you. Like for example, if you are being given students of class 11 commerce, students of class 11 science, student of class 11 humanities. Now think about a set which can comprise of all these students, or rather all these sets. That means 11th commerce will also come, 11th science will also come, 11th humanities will also come. So how can you categorize them? Just try to make up a particular set which can comprise each and every one of them. So you can simply say, so we can make a set of class 11. If you are making a set of class 11, so that class 11 set will comprise of commerce also, humanities also, science also. So all of them will come in that group. Or rather you can say, you can make a set of Holy Child School, the students of Holy Child School. So if you are taking Holy Child School, they will have that 11 science, commerce and humanities definitely inside that. But during determining this universal set, try to define the universal set in such a manner that this is not so that it doesn't contain so many extra elements. Like for example, this particular scenario that I have taken, that class 11 could be considered as a universal set, or the whole Holy Child School can also be considered as a universal set. But considering Holy Child School would put me, or rather will include so many rather arbitrary elements, other elements, students of class 12, student of class 10, 9, 8, 7, all these students will come. unnecessarily these things are coming. This might create confusion in our mind. This might create confusion while solving the question. So that's why try to take universal set which is very much closer to the given sets. Don't try to make a universal set which is such a huge set so that it creates a lot of confusion later on. So basically that is what the universal set is, and while you are writing down the universal set, please write it down like this or like this. Don't write down simply u, because this is defined by u only, but if you simply write down u, this will create a confusion between the next thing that we are going to learn, and we will see to that later on. So write down universal set either like this or like this. Clear? This is universal set. Now here you need to do what in question number 8, you need to propose universal set. Now the first part, question number 8, first part, this is given a set of right triangles. Set of right triangles. So all the right triangles, just try to consider a particular type of set wherein you can say all the kinds of right triangles will come. So can I say a set of simply triangles? If I say set of triangles, if you are saying set of triangles, so in this set of triangles all right triangle will come, and not only right triangle, isosceles will also come, equilateral will also come, scalene will also come, all sorts of triangles that you have studied about, they will come under the set of triangles. So this universal set can be defined as what? Set of triangles. But this is not the proper way of writing down. You will write it down as a universal set would be kind of a set X, where X belongs to set of triangles. Clear? Similarly, the next part, set of isosceles triangles. Again, isosceles triangle can be put in what? Set of triangles only. So this example you can take. And the next one, which is the universal set for whom now you go through the questions, I think you will be able to solve these questions. So this part is not that difficult, finding out all these things, but still I would expect each and every one of you to submit me the work. Now I have seen except 2 or 3 students, the rest of the students are not submitting their work. Now let me tell you, class 11's mathematics is not a joke. Means what we have done up to class 10 means the amount of time that you were devoting till class 10, the same amount of time, if you think that you will devote that much amount of time and you will be able to do something in mathematics, so I must say that you need to give much more attention to this subject. The way you put in you have given the attention in class 10, the same amount of attention is not sufficient enough in class 11. See, we are moving on to the higher classes, so our focus, our understanding, all these things should develop, should increase. So for that reason, I would expect each and every one of you to complete your work and send it to me, so that I can check it out and I can tell whether the things are going correct or not. Except 2 or 3 students, the rest of the students are not showing me their work. So I request each and every one of you to show me your work on time. So please pause the video to note it down.